The download you get every night or every day from whatever media you're imbibing, me included, is taken by your brain, your subconscious, your spirit, your psyche. It's kind of all boiled down together and rattles around inside you. And that's who you are, is all that information. And some of it you stand against, right? Because you have other information that's already there that's like, is strong enough. Like, nope, does not compute, discard. But the thing about those discarded things, and this is really shown with language study as well, is that over time, if that same thing comes back every day and it's the same lie every single day, and you're like, yep, discard, yep, discard, yep, discard, yep, discard, you get weaker and weaker to it, and it can move you over time. And that's why letting anything go over and over again at you without discerning it is important. Here's to, by the way, tangent, here's to rewatching movies over and over again. Here's to re-listening to the same song constantly, because what it says is so good that you want it to be in your head all the time. That the story that it tells is so true that you want it to always be a part of you. Now, if you want to go even one better, you can just pray the Psalms. And it takes all of that and it makes it historically an epic masterpiece of, first person reality. But you can do a little of all of that. There's no reason not to supplement, David standing in all of his willingness against his fears with, Little Wayne, Fear of the Dark. I mean, why not? Why not believe both those things and let them be part of you every day? But what I'm advocating to you is you don't let just everything be part of you every day. That you start saying, okay, I've heard this thing enough. I've heard this thing enough. I've seen this thing enough. I know what it's going to do. That channel, whatever it is, I know what it's doing. And I may need to know about it for my job, or I may need to know about it for other things, but I don't need to know about all of this. What I do need to know about is the things that I wrote down that when I look at them a second time, I go, oh, I need to know about that. That's what you need to know about. If you took any notes in anything I just said, right? Let's just say you have some papers like this here, right? Right? You took some notes on it. Just scan it for the first 2 words you see, and then read that. And my guess is that matters to you. If it doesn't, cross it out, throw it away. Who cares? And then find something that does, and then ponder that for a second and write it down on another sheet of paper, and you might just find some magic happens. And I don't mean magic in an actual spiritual way. I mean providential. The way design and creation and the order works, God made the human mind to be really good at what you're about to try to do, which is super processing with massive contextualization, so that you bring the uniqueness of you and your history to every piece of information you look at. And where the postmodernist said you change it and you make it less than it is, well, you're never fully able to embrace God with your own mouth, right? So yeah, you don't change it, you change your view, and you never really are the author of truth, but you certainly are a created being with the capacity for confessing and repeating truth, for translating that truth. And this is the essence of what it means to be man. It's the essence of what it means to be a Christian also, that the truth to be translated is that man has been restored and Jesus is risen. So the point is, though, this has all been created by God as an order, and in it, your mind has a particular superpower that was discovered, I think, ages ago, but lost in the heightened excitement over things like iPhones. And that is that when you read something and write it down, or when you listen to something and write it down, and then you take half a moment and you look at it again and you rewrite it, you do like a super leap, an exponential super leap into understanding what you just wrote. And you will bring with it expertises that you simply have from your past, regardless of whatever degrees you have on the wall, things you've read or seen or watched, you know enough about it, it's going to just start piling out and being part of it. And you're going to find you know a lot more than you think you do. And you also know a lot more what you want to do than you think you do. And you can even begin then to say, well, maybe I should.